It is Tuesday. That means it's time for the BA Breakdown here on the KRMG Evening News, and we're doing it on location today in the city of Broken Arrow with City Manager Michael Spurgeon. It's good to see you face to face.
Skyler, it's amazing to see you as well. I think the second time we've had the opportunity to go live or do a remote, so it's great to be with you today.
We're in town today for the dedication of the Korean War Memorial at Veterans Park. We just wrapped up as we record this. It was a beautiful ceremony, a lot of great speakers, a lot of Korean War veterans represented out there. Tell us a little bit about getting this thing in Veterans Park in Broken Arrow.
Well, as you know, Skyler, Broken Arrow has a history of respecting and honoring those that have served our great nation, and this was another opportunity for us to do so. This project is about 5 years or so in the making. Several council members came to me and talked about the possibility of rounding out the park and pointed out the fact that we did not have a Korean War, the Forgotten War memorial, and wanted to start the process to be able to do that. And here we are today, actually, with the dedication ceremony. Unfortunately, we lost the sculptor about a month ago. David Nunley he passed away unexpectedly, but he was certainly honored today and remembered for his outstanding efforts on this, as well as many other projects within our community.
It was really excellent to have his grandson actually do the unveiling. A great full circle moment out there. A beautiful ceremony, a little cold, but I think fitting for the topic of the day.
Oh my gosh, there were probably at least 300 people here, in my estimation, and it couldn't have been a better day to have it. It was cold, and everybody knows that has had any research or was actually there or had parents that were there. It was very, very cold in Korea, so it was very fitting for today's ceremony. And Dr. Clarence Oliver, his comments about the Korean War were absolutely amazing, and he also got to give a tribute and to memorialize Mr. Nunley for his outstanding career.
Well, it is a wonderful monument. It's a great location. I mean, as you said, rounding out the park. So was it the last piece that had so far not been represented out there?
Yes, that's right. And the City Council actually made a decision a couple of years ago is that no additional improvements would be put there until they'd have a chance to study and to get recommendations from the veterans organizations within the community, because the park is such an amazing place, full of memories and respect for those that have served this country. And they didn't want to add anything else without actually looking at it and making sure it's appropriate for it to do so. Unfortunately, we have additional land right next to our Veterans Center that, should there be additional opportunities to recognize veterans, we'll have plenty of space to do so. But this actually rounds out what I would call the main area of the park.
Well, this is my second dedication to cover with you guys, as back in June we were at the Mission 22 Memorial dedication. And I saw then and I saw today the turnout. You know, it was hot. We all got sunburns in the summer. We're all sniffling today, but the citizens of BA still turn out. What does that mean to you?
It's very emotional. Being a veteran myself, I was glad to be sniffling in cold today, because I'm looking at these 6 or 7 Korean War veterans. And as Dr. Oliver was speaking and the other speakers, you could see the pain in their eyes, and you could see them actually reflecting upon what they went through between 1950 and 1953. And so for me to have to stand outside for an hour and 4 minutes and to honor them and all those that served, there were over 600 in Oklahoma that lost their lives, 38,000 altogether, 100,000 wounded. It paled in comparison, but to recognize them was amazing.
If you can get by, check it out, Veterans Park in Broken Arrow, the brand new Korean War Memorial. Also, look at our Instagram. We'll have it posted up there at KRMG Tulsa. Michael Spurgeon with us, the BA City Manager on the BA Breakdown. Let's talk about some other things quickly. I think the last time you and I spoke, we talked about some road updates and road construction that's happening. I know there's some in the works, including not far from us on Washington or 91st Street. Tell us about that project.
Well, tonight the City Council has up for consideration awarding a contract for about $4.5 million to actually widen Washington or 91st, we call it Washington, from Olive to Aspen. This is a major east-west corridor project for our community, and so we're going to get that under construction, which will help with the traffic that comes in and out of our community on that part of the west side of our city.
And another project on the south side of town, which my notes are that it's phase 1 of a project. So where are we talking about here?
The City Council has decided to move forward with creating a new park in the southwest part of our community called Elam Park, which hopefully in 2027 will ask voters to consider building a community center. Phase 1 is actually going to be the beginning of the new park, which is going to include a playground that's going to be second to none in this area. In our opinion, it's going to have a lot of other passive type recreation, and it's about a $4.3 million project that's going to kick off that new park. That's up for consideration by the the council this evening, and I'd like to talk to you about that a little bit more as we move closer to that big decision in a few years.
A lot going on in Broken Arrow. It's nice to do the BA breakdown in person today, and it's always good to talk to you. We'll do it again next week.
Look forward to it, Skyler. Take care.